So, the new game mode is called Avengers Tower. It's located, you can either go to the Events tab and find it, or it's set in the Blitz area. Lasts for 6 days. You go in and it looks just like a Blitz. You can even sim it. Everything I've seen though, you don't necessarily want to sim it, because I watched people lose battles that they probably wouldn't have lost if they'd have played them out, and then it just took longer than it needed to. And now, one of the things I really like is you can go to what looks like the roster or group button, and you can look at every single floor and see who you're going to be fighting and what their approximate power is. There's mini bosses every 10 floors, and as you can see, they're a little bit stronger. Oh, it's every 5. I apologize. That was every 10. And it goes all the way up. Now at level 50, or floor 50, I'm sorry, you complete this, you'll complete all of the milestones rewards, which I'll show you in a moment. And then any floors you do above 50, if you lose, you go back to 51 and have to work your way back up. As you can see, some of these teams are pretty good and they've got good powers. And the maximum, I believe, is 75. Yeah. And it has Dormammu with Doom. So if you're trying to think about how you want to do this, one of the things I have seen quite a few times mentioned is if you have 11 really good teams, that might be the way to tackle this right now, because you can do 11 floors a day, and obviously on the first day, when the first few floors are fairly easy, you can use other teams, so maybe you get a little bit farther. But if you have 11 really good teams, by the end of the 7 days, you can get up here. Again, you have to be able to compete with 1.1 million and Dormammu and Doom, but if you've got the characters to do so, 11 good teams every day, and you'll complete it within the week's time. Now, as far as rewards, you get points for every floor that you complete. In fact, I think it says, I thought it said on here, oh yeah, plus 100. So at 1,000 points, you'll get the first reward, which is, and it's all orbs. So you start getting some gear. So you get gold gear and orbs all the way up to 31,000 points, which is, again, I believe 450 gets you all of these. And of course, there's the rankings over here for where you place in the overall community after you're done. And you get, again, orbs, but you get T4 materials. Even if you just do 1 or 2 floors, or you're a new account, you're gonna get some T4s off it, which I think is pretty nice, because ultimately, with a lot of characters, the T4s make a huge difference in how the teams play. And then if you get into the top 10%, you start getting these, which is the Tower Orb Fragments, which is where you can get the fully crafted teal pieces. If we go over to the supplies section, and that pop up, the orbs, and go down a little bit, Tower Orbs, yeah. In the middle is shards. Based on the small number of characters, I'm thinking that every time we do this, maybe they'll rotate it and you'll have different characters, but you basically have an equal chance of any of these 7 characters. I believe it's the same on all 3. Yeah. And then on the sides is where you're going to get your other stuff. So on the sides, you're going to most of the time get one of, and again, there's a fairly equal chance of some of this stuff between 2.3 and 4.6. But every once in a while, you'll get a really rare drop, and then it's an equal chance of any of them. And if you'll see, like, I have some of these, I have barely any. I think there's one I have 0. So this is the stuff you want. And yeah, it's a very small chance that you get it, but it gives you a chance. But that apparently is only for the top 10% by the end of the week. Now I will also say, I don't see where it is, they don't show it. There are rewards for each floor, I believe. So let's do a floor, see what happens. Also, once you use a team, it goes on cooldown until your daily reset. For me, daily reset is in 5.5 hours about. So whichever team I use right now will go on cooldown. Now it also does use your blitz roster. So if you have a blitz roster like I do, where I have a lot of teams which have like 1 good character or maybe 2 and then 3 kind of throwaways because they can win a blitz battle, that might not be the way you want to handle this. You got to look at your teams, because some of these teams are pretty well put together and actually require a full 5-person team depending on power levels. But I am going to try to get a smaller team. Let's try this. I'm going to battle it. I'm not going to sim it. And then it's just like, you know, a normal battle. And it's very much like a normal battle, in that I get to go last. Okay, let's try to get rid of him because he's a lot of damage. Alright. He is gone. The taunt. And that uses up the blinds. I'm about to lose some people. Okay. Now we have to focus down hella. Okay, hello's good. And we win. Oh, yeah. Oh, 2,500 gold. I knew there was something, and I think it goes up as you go higher and higher. So you do get some things every single floor. But that is basically how Avengers Tower is going to work, at least for the moment. I am going to now try to do a few more floors and see where I can get for day 1 before my reset tonight, and then I can continue to play.